gang. Ayy, you with tight, ayy. What's up? Ayy, come here, let me tell you something real quick. Ayy.
To my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me. Pretty much I'm gonna be going out for dinner and for drinks after because it's my best friend's birthday. So I'm just gonna show you the things that I do when I get ready. Start with my eyebrows. I don't think I'm gonna bother doing them on camera, but I can tell you the products that I'm using. So I'm gonna use this Morphe brow pencil. Actually, this one's in the shade Chocolate Mousse, which is like a dark brown color. And then usually I'm gonna use that to like line the bottom of my brows, and then I'm gonna use my Anastasia brow pomade in the shade Chocolate, like on this upper area. Okay, now that I have my brows on, I'm gonna move on to my skin. So I already moisturized, but I'm gonna prime with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So if you're like me and you have acne scars or, you know, blemishes, you know, people have acne, it happens. I like to conceal a little bit before I put on my foundation, just in case, you know, just so nothing shows through. So I'm gonna use my damp sponge. This one's from Wet n Wild. I actually really like it. It's extremely soft, and it just gives you a nice base to work with in case your foundation is not full coverage. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Infallible. Sorry, I don't have new products. Blended. I'm gonna move on to concealer. I'm also going to be using in the same line the Infallible Longwear. This is in the color Cashmere. It's like a lot of product, it lasts you a long time, so I would suggest trying this. It's like 12 bucks. I got mine in the alleys though for $3. It legit had the, I think I took it off. It legit had the little CVS sticker still on there, so I knew it was the real one. And honestly, it's none of my business how it got there. All I know is $3 bucks, and it's usually 12. I'll take it. I like to put a lighter concealer right directly underneath my eyes. So I use the ColourPop No Filter concealer. And this is in the shade Light 18. And I just put it right under here. Contour now, the best part, so I don't look so flat with no dimension. So I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild's foundation stick. I know it's foundation stick, but I use it to contour. This is the shade Almond. It's like this nice brown color, and I'm just gonna, okay. And then I just put like a little bit on my nose, like a little bit, a little smidge. flawless face brush from Real Techniques and just start blending this into my forehead. So I'm just gonna continue to blend. Go ahead and bake a little bit, so I'm just gonna use my sponge to like make sure there's no creases before I put on powder. The back, this part, and I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Pro Filter powder in the shade Butter. When I went to go buy this, I almost bought the banana shade, and the lady was like, no, you need the lighter one because the other one is really yellow, and I'm glad I listened to her. I'm gonna put that there. I look crazy. And then I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use the ColourPop powder, which is a little more yellow, and I'm just gonna dust it over the rest of my face. Powder gets literally everywhere. It's the story of my life. Literally everywhere. And then I'll take the Pro Filter powder and put it a little bit on my forehead. The reason why I'm using this one instead of the Fenty one is because the Fenty one is a little lighter. So I don't necessarily want to brighten these points. I just want them to be nice and set and carved out, I guess. That's what you could say. So while that's on there, I'm just gonna go in with my bronzer. And I'm using the Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade Wet Shady Beaches. I like Wet n Wild stuff, if you haven't noticed. I like to drag my bronzer and contour down if you haven't noticed, because I feel like it makes my face look slimmer. A different powder. This one is the NYX, 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 whatever. No filter. So next, I'm gonna attempt, okay? I'm no expert when it comes to eyeshadow, but I'm gonna attempt to do an eye look. I'm thinking I want to do something monochromatic. I'm wearing white. I usually do something monochromatic. That's just what I like, honey. But I'm just gonna use this Hanging in Hawaii palette. This is by BH Cosmetics. I actually really like this palette. I use it a lot. As you can tell, it's kind of messy, but I like how it has like a lot of different browns, because that's usually what I reach for, which is just like a fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna start with this shade Shaka. You can tell I use this one often, but I'm just gonna start. Actually, I'm gonna put this all over my lid. And with the darker color, in this case, it's gonna be this shade Coconut, and I'm gonna start building. And then I'm gonna go in with the even darker shade, which is Mahalo, which is this nice chocolatey brown color. And I'm really gonna. Wet n Wild. It's supposed to be like a liquid eyeshadow. To me it's basically concealer, but it does work. It dries down pretty quick. So I'm just gonna go with that darker shade, or more so the middle shade, the shade Coconut. I'm gonna go back in with that.
Bruh. Bruh.
Who told the shadow to be this pigmented? Like, god damn. I put more than I intended. It's okay. So now I'm gonna dust off this powder. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face and let everything sink into each other. So next I'm gonna go ahead and apply lashes. These ones are the ones I'm gonna be using today. I got these from AliExpress for like, I don't know, less than $2. I really like these because I like when I'm putting on my lashes is to curve them like this, so that when I go to put them on, they'll just sit right on my eye. And I don't use tweezers to put on my lashes. A lot of people ask me how I don't. I don't know. I just use my, I guess I use my nail. I'm literally just gonna two different people. So now that I have my lashes on, I'm almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a little bit of blush. So once I'm done with blush, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I'm using this J-Cast highlighter. The lid has fallen off. Like, I've had this for a cool minute. But I actually got this from the beauty supply at Crenshaw Mall. So now I'm gonna start on my lips, pretty much the last thing that I have to do, and just putting on my bottom mascara. Liner. This is actually probably an eyeliner from Morphe. It's in the shade Vibes. I don't know why I do that. I feel like someone told me to do it once, so I just do it. And then I'm gonna go in with one of my NYX matte lipsticks. I don't even know what color this is in. Sable, which is like a really like nude color. So this is pretty much the final look. A nice brown monochromatic look, simple eye look. So you can tell I'm not very talented in the eye department. I'm gonna work on it, but this is just what I like to do when I'm going out, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me complete this look, and hopefully I'll have a lot more coming soon.